Principal Ruxana Madam. So all this, like a team, without their support and their efforts, this institution could not have taken this shape today. Of course, Haji Aslam Saab, so very simple personality. For me, this is 27 years in Tumkur, but I never visit any, generally like schools. I'll get scared of schools because the children, because I schooling done in my Andhra. For your kind information, I did my schooling up to SSLC in Urdu medium in a government school. And from there, we went to science background from 10 plus 2 in SDGS college again in Andhra, in BCom, then MBA in SK University. That times MBA also very new when I did in 1993, but we had some sort of, like interest that we should become something. And there is no such guidance, and no, I'll get scared to enter into school to say something means. See, we are all professors, teachers, lecturers. When you go teach in degrees, no, it may not much impress the student because we'll give only knowledge. And most of the time, this so happen that students also were parallel will prepare for his future. But in the school, so happen that whatever teacher said is said. That's it. The student blindly believe that my teacher is great. As you know that the importance of the teacher, even in Mahabharata, when Arjuna asked one king that why always you pray the teacher, 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 when you are very good having wealth, knowledge, and so many things. You are the king, but still you respect your teacher. Then Arjuna said that, see, teacher is a person who brings changes in life. Today, if I become king, mean because of the teachings given by my teacher. Knowledge is such that which nobody can steal, nobody can burn, nobody can spoil. Whereas wealth, today it is there, but tomorrow it may not be there. It's not permanent, but knowledge dies only with the person. And that knowledge I got it through teachers. Of course, today we got online, we got so much of information network, Google. Without the teacher also, most of the time we will able to get some knowledge. But the basic knowledge, the knowledge which I am talking about, which you get from the heart of the teacher, the alphabets, the fundamentals, the basics, the pronunciation, and that knowledge only teacher can use. Nobody can substitute the teacher. As we said, like online learning, e-learning, all these things happens only after a certain period, after a certain stage. But fundamentally, when a children born, the first teacher is the mother, and the next stage is the school or madrasa teacher, who is going to influence a lot. We don't know. See, in my case, when I was pursuing my degree, as I told you, like I'm 10 plus 2 science and then grammars and then management. But basically, I'm Urdu medium student. And just imagine that from Urdu medium to going to English medium 10 plus 2, first time writing examination, part of that also, able to stand first in chemistry, topper in chemistry. I wonder how he able to, because we had certain techniques and then we used to get a lot of information from the teacher. For one small information, we had to run kilometers together. Unless until we get the book, we used to be very happy. But nowadays, we just Google it, whatever information, just wherever you sit. One way it is great, but most of the time it so happens that it's going to spoil our system because we don't want to put any efforts to go to teacher, physically meet. But everything is, we'll get Google it and then get the information. But we'll get the knowledge. Nowadays, there are so many sources. But those days, the teacher, the guru, still that position, we maintain that respect to the teacher. And a person who remembers the teacher, the person who gives respect to the teacher, he will get respect from the society, the whole world. We have got a lot of example. And you just read the biography of APJ Abdul Kalam, The Wings of Fire. That itself is a, we can say, walking, management book, we can say. Though he is not a management, but a lot of example, the experiences which he has gone through, that will take you, will make you. And since you are growing children, again, I'm going to tell you that I'll get scared to teaching to the students because sometimes it so happen that by mistake, if you give wrong information to a student, if he start practice, right? Start practice, then that sin we can't bear. A doctor, if he does mistakes, only one patient will die. But if a teacher makes a mistake, you just imagine how many children will be get misguided. That's why a school-going children's shoulders responsibility a lot before he's going to say something to the student, before he's going to talk to the student, before he's going to, make the students to learn, he has to learn a lot of things. Then only he's called as guru. We're all professor, whether we teach or not, students will manage, they will get the information. I will pretend that we are professors. We may not be that much knowledgeable, informative, but we'll do so. But a teacher, beautifully, the madrasa teacher or a school teacher, he is the real teachers, because the basic things start, because we will get the students, right, the crown by the teachers, right? They have given them basic knowledge, they'll come and stand before us. And you, my dear friends, the young children, because at this stage you are dependent, for your food, shelter and clothes, but you are not dependent for knowledge. You are not dependent for the information. You are not dependent for the habits. You are not dependent for your desire and dreams. Nobody can snatch dreams from you. As APJ Abdul Kalam says that, dream, dream and dream. You know how the APJ used to dream? When he was schooling in Rameshwaram, in the government school, he never used to have proper clothes to wear, proper food to eat. His uncle used to help him a lot by selling the daily papers. And what simply he used to do, one habit, one small habit in him, that he used to look at that sky. APG, schooling times, he simply used to look at that sky whenever the planes are moving. And he just used to dream that one day I should be in that. That's it, very simple. One day I should be in the helicopter or plane or whatever. So he traveled more than 10,000 hours in air being a scientist. So how he is able to make it? Nothing has done, simply is dreaming. In the same way, Ambani, you take it, right? He has created history in India. We call him as the richest person, number one, two. And every field they have proved. The mobile phone, earlier we used to get like telephone, landline, then pager. Mobile is possible only because of this Reliance group. So his father Ambani, you know what is by profession? He was a petrol bunk attendant. He used to pour petrol. Simply is pouring petrol, earning money, eating, sleeping, nothing. He never used to do like that. Whenever he used to do his job, he used to dream, daydreaming. What he used to dream? One day, not I will be the owner of a petrol bunk. I will be the owner of the refinery who produces this petroleum. Right? And that dream has taken him to that level that today entire world knows who is Ambani is. What the policies, that is different. But I'm talking about the professional point of view. They able to get it done only through dreaming. See, dreaming is very simple, right? Daydreaming. It's not like sleeping and dreaming, night dreaming. No, daydreaming. In the sense that when you are doing your work, always you should carry and dream that I should become. See, the mind is very, very, important, because most of the scientists we have in the world, they use only 2 to 5% of their brain power. 2 to 5%, only the brain power. With that, they have become scientists, inventions, discoveries. So many things have happened. Imagine the God has given 100% capacity in your brain, but only with the application of 2 to 5%. Today we are here worldwide knowing, but imagine if you use 100%. That is human being. God has created this great creature that is in the world. Nobody can beat that. So many creatures are there, but human being, such a power. But unfortunately, it so happened that we underestimate ourselves. We underestimate ourselves. We think that my father is working in a workshop, I cannot become so and so. That's gone. Right? See, my father is a carpenter. He used to do like woodwork, carpentry. We got 7 children. Nobody was taken care properly, but still we had some sort of determination that something we should do. Right? So we should not look at our background, should not look at our poor village. Always don't remember your parents. Sorry to say, don't forget your parents. Because of their efforts and hard work, you are here today. And next to the parents, your teacher. And the schools where you are learning, where you are getting your basic knowledge, and that will take you to the sky high. I'll just give an example because most of you know the most of the senior actors. Shah Rukh Khan, very popular. They appears to be very good actor and dancing, singing. You know, if you see the personality, what they are behind the screen, it's a great what the work they have done for their mother. Rajnikant, the superstar of Tamil Nadu, still he comes to Tumkur to meet his teachers and friends. He sends money every year to his teacher account. He meet his friends. Nobody knows that when he will come to Tumkur and will go. Mind to say that, though you are at the high level, top level, don't forget the people who have helped you directly or indirectly. That is to say, gratitude. We should cultivate the attitude of gratitude. We have knowledge, we have skills. You know that knowledge means like if you go and read a book, that information available in the books and the libraries, when you read it, it will become your knowledge. If you excel, it's the wisdom. And now we can say, no need for a teacher will get knowledge. Yes, without the teacher also one can get knowledge. We have so many examples, right? Right? We have got so many examples. Dronacharya, right? Who is the expert in bow, right? Ekalavya has learned that bow, not getting direct teaching from the Dronacharya, because the Dronacharya rejected him that you belongs to a scheduled caste, low caste, I can't teach you, right? And still, without his knowledge, he learned that profession, and one day he noticed that how dare you to learn this, and what the punishment I have to give to you. He'll say, I will accept. In turn, he will ask him to sacrifice his thumb, and he will dedicate that. Such a committed people, such dedicated people. Without the presence of the teacher, when you have got the imagination, determination, they can be expert in that. That is to say that the respect which the teachers, they don't expect, but still, when you start respecting the teachers, whether they may be good teachers, because you know, different types of teachers also will have, but teacher is the teacher. We still go to our primary school, most of the teachers, they are no way, but still at least we'll see them because they cannot recognize us. But we look at them, we'll smile, we look at them, we'll feel happy that these are the people who has given us the basic things to us. Right? If possible, if they got given some wealth, go and just give some sort of a donation. Today, who don't want money? Everybody is in need of money. But don't make them that you are helping them, you are supporting them, you are showing them they are underprivileged. Without knowing them, you help them indirectly. Don't make them to feel that inferior to receive from them. That way, that is the professional way, that is the greatest way to go to your people and help. Extending hands. Don't you think that only if the having wealth and money only we can extend that way financially? No. Extending and supporting, helping means knowledge also. Go and teach. If you are good in mathematics and chemistry, physics, go and teach one children. See, one is enough. You did not teach 100,000, right? One is enough. Whatever God has given talent to you, make your time free and then help them. And that is the greatest sacrifice. All right? So God has given everything, like wealth means he will test us whether he will using for his own or he is also using it for the community. That's why in our religion, no, everything we are going to divide. Right? The Islam teaches the fantastic things for us that how to take care of the society. Islam is not for only for the Muslim. It is for the human beings, and who will get realize that the importance and then the hidden secret. So he will take up, and no pressure. And in Quran, the maximum number of time the word has repeated like ilm, right? The ilm. And that is the importance. And today you and me are here, right, to learn, to get that ilm and to give that ilm. With ilm, knowledge only, man can become perfect. Of course, parallel we'll talk about the attitude also, right? Attitude also. Attitude in Urdu or Hindi, what you will say, sir? We can say aadat, right? The way how you behave with your friends. Your behavior with yourself, your friends, your parents, your teachers, that speaks about the attitude. And nobody will teach the attitude, right? Attitude, ATTITUDE, beautiful word. You just go back home, look at that word, and alphabets 26, 1 to 26. Assign that numbers to ATTITUTD and then total up. If you want to become successful in your life, you think that money, you cannot be 100% successful. If you think that knowledge, you cannot be 100% successful. If you become a good leader, only 97% you will become successful. Luck, you cannot become 100%. Knowledge, you cannot become 100%. But it is only the attitude that makes you 100% successful human being. In IAS or in the world selection of like Miss World, Miss Universe, the last question is about attitude. Though everybody has done wonderfully, all the 3, 4 contestants are there, but finally one question they will ask, suppose if you are going to become, what you are going to do, what is your wish, how you'll receive this, and the way how they'll react to that, right? And they will be finally get selected. And that selection was on the basis of attitude. In the companies today, we talk about the recruitment selection. Though whatever subject is there, chemistry, physics, or mathematics, or engineering, medical, whatever, but finally we'll have HR round, human resource round. That will speak about that how you as an individual behaves. Because if one single bad element enters the company or corporate, will spoil the entire environment, just like a virus. One is enough. No virus, how much is enough? Like coronavirus, just small particles that spoil the entire world. And the people with the bad attitude also just like virus people. They'll spoil the environment. Even in the house environment also, family also, one fellow is enough to spoil the entire family's comfort. So my dear children, along with your like knowledge, skill, attitude, because attitude simply we cannot change. Of course, you are the children, we can mold, we can change, we can screw your attitude. But once you reach like 19, if you get to graduation, that time very difficult to change the attitude. The young, you are there, easy for us to bring a change in your attitude. But when you become older, at a particular, like at the age of 70, 80, 90, you cannot change the attitude. They are very stubborn. Whether it's right or wrong, but they used to behave like that. Just like our great grandfather, mother. Sometimes, no, our grandfather may behave in different way, mischievous way, but still we accept and we compromise that, leave it, he is like that only. And we cannot change also. But we are the youngsters. We should know what is good and right and wrong. Right? So we have to mold our attitude point of view. One has to take care. Otherwise, you will be rejected. You will be rejected from your family partner. You will be rejected from your family members. You will be rejected from your employer and your friends also. If your attitude is not good, nobody will prefer you. You might have heard that friend, no, one Mr. So-and-so come in, everybody touches their head. Oh, this fellow. And many of them so happen that they will be happy that some good friend is coming and joining our group. So you should become a good friend. You should become a good sister. You should become a good mother, good wife, and good employee, and good teacher. Attitude doesn't mean that only for the student and then children. Attitude also matters for the employees also and for the teachers also, professors also, principals also. Everybody attitude matters. And in a management, we teach us, right? When you study different type of subject, the very basic subject start with the human being, right? Personality. The personality speaks about the individual personality, right? God has given, like, as I told you, miraculous power, right? 100% personality God has given, but we are able to make use of it only 2 to 5%. I will just give you the example, like personality 100% mean the visible is only 90% or 92%. One example I'll give. Titanic ship incident, you might have heard, right? 100 years over. At that time, more than 1,000 passengers. They died in the Titanic ship. So advanced technology they are used. But spite of that also, the accident will took place. What is the accident? The device in the Titanic ship, which is having the capability to identify, diagnose on the way any hurdles. Generally in the ocean, so happen that iceberg will find, big iceberg. Iceberg means just like a triangle type. Appears to be only 5%, right? And we underestimate, right? We'll underestimate, nothing will happen. The same way the device have underestimated the power of that iceberg, that the ship will make way by breaking this. But unfortunately, it could not have happened. So collide and then accident took place. Why it's happened? The device underestimated the strength of that iceberg. Appears only 5%, but 95% is hidden. Human beings also, we being human beings, we ourselves could not understand the power, our own strength, and ultimately we use only 2 to 5% of our strength or talent, and finally we'll die with the 90% of our talent. Then how to get used to that? You have to participate in the personality development workshop. Rediscover yourself, find out your strengths, and equally find out your weaknesses. Weakness also very important. Knowing your weakness is your strength. Knowing your weakness is your strength. Weakness means attitude is not good. If you know that your attitude is not good, it's your strength. Alright? If you know that in particular way you are not good, that's your strength. Without knowing you are behaving mean, you will be called as fool. You will be called as fool. That's why an intelligent person learns even from a fool, even from a foolish person, that I should not repeat such foolish things. But a fool never learns anything from the intelligent person. That's why he is called as foolish person. Right? So we can learn even from the fools. The learning is a continuous process. We should not underestimate the people. Everyone is meant to learn certain things. Some people, we can learn from some people good thing, and from some people bad thing. You should learn that I should not do that bad thing, because that is a bad thing. Right? Even from a donkey we can learn. Animals we can learn. People, because you as a young learner, the learning process should be continuous. You should be very eager. You should be very eager to learning. And always don't think that do engineering, become engineer, do science, do doctors. No. First become a good graduate and try to get entry into the different sectors in the government. Public services. My grandfather used to tell her, one should become a government servant. One should become he was teacher, used to get some small salary, but still dedicated. He used to say, we should become a government servant. And that is the only thing we could not happen in our family. Only one brother has become a government servant, rest of all in the private only. But he used to teach everyone, and he used to be very happy when we get our second standard, fourth standard, when he used to say result, first class mean, oh, he used to be very happy, so encouraged. And he used to praise the children, see the young children, how they are doing well. Though something is not better performed, but still he used to encourage. And that used to motivate. Right? Because that time he uttered the word like ilm, education, working, and that has directly, indirectly recorded in our brain. And we have today, of course, it may not be good, top position, but to our level, we satisfied our life that yes, I could able to help one individual. We don't know. We have thousands of students. We are given teachings. We have worked in Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, foreign Singapore also. And one day I met in Tumkur, one of my students in 1995 when I was in Tamil Nadu, Mr. Gopinath Sriram Finance. He is the Karnataka head. He came to know about me that I am working in principal. Sir, I am so and so. In 98, I was your student. Sir, I learned one thing from you. What is that? I might have told him that, see, after doing MBA, don't remain in your native place. Go to Bangalore. Don't mind if you have to stay in footpath, stay there, but don't go back to your native place. Stay there, struggle, survive. Sir, today I am Karnataka head. Sir, only with one saying that you said that after MBA, don't remain at your burden to your parents. Leave your native place, go to Bangalore. If you don't get any shelter, stay in footpath, keep trying. Today he is state head. Casually we might have told them. I might have told. But as a teacher, he has taken very seriously and sincerely, and today he's in good position. He is having good, properties in Bangalore. So like that is the teacher. So teacher, when we are talking to the student with the responsibility, we have to talk. When you are speaking to the students, no, because tomorrow they will carry that. You should become a role model in your life. Also, your brother, father, your parents should be a role model. So in different occasions, we'll talk to you like, each and every aspect, like simply it's a speech I am giving, which we are going to cover. But young children, my request and my suggestion for you, don't underestimate yourself. You got a lot of power. And the young generation, the future of India, right? You can only bring the changes, wonders in this world by hard working, right? Don't underestimate. As I told you that my background is not good, my parents are not well, so and so. No, brain is same for all. How to make use of that brain, it depends upon you, and your teachers will help you. This fundamental, because brain is so intelligent that simply you have to say. Otherwise, I can say, APJ Abdul Kalam says that daily morning when you get up, 5 lines you utter morning. You practice. What? First he said, I am the great. Right? I am the great. I can do it. I can do it. I am the winner. God is always with me. God is always with me. Today is my day. Any investment in saying like this? No. This go to brain. I can. Always you should say, yes, I can. See, in Singapore, when I used to say, when boss says, any employee, can you do this work? They used to say, can, sir, can. They use the word can, C-A-N, can. Can mean not that thumbs up can. It's a can mean you are giving signals to brain that, yes, I can do it. You may not do it, but still you say, I can, sir. So like signaling 5 times morning, this word. Of course, God has given in Islam like Quran, such type of tips. Quran is the solution for all problems. What I'm teaching in management, that is well said in the Quran. So in your own language, in your own religious way, you can do that. If not this word. But only thing is that I can do it, right? I am the best. I am the best. Saying I am the best, nothing wrong in that, right? One example like Joe Girard in the world's best salesman. He was so ugly, unable to see, but still, when he was in the child, mother used to say, "You are my beautiful son. You are the only son in this world." Mother used to encourage. Mother used to praise. Otherwise, he was not good. So what he used to do, whenever he get up, when he grown up, the moment he get up from the bed, he used to go in front of the mirror. He used to say, "You are the wonderful guy on this earth." Simple. So he has become the world's best salesman who has sold the maximum number of cars in US. So what is the efforts they have made? Training the brain, positivity. Positive. See, if you say, I'm going to die, seriously, if you say emotionally, you'll die. Right? So such is the power of the brain. But when you say positively, positive things, definitely you'll grow up like that. And in your language, like cricket, right? World Cup, last only one run is required. Imagine if you are there in position to hit the ball, one run. Then, if Tendulkar used to say, confidence level is high. Yes, I can mean he will hit. If he's in dilemma, can I or not mean gone. Definitely it's not happen. But if you're stubborn and if you have determination, that I can mean definitely you can. You should give strong signal to your brain that yes, I can. Though things are not possible, but still human being is such a strong person, you can create wonders on this earth. So my suggestion and my advice to you and your parents also, like how to grown up, that mean children's also, of course, a lot of responsibilities there, and parents also. See, we suffer like so many things. So we want to tell parents also that how you have to encourage the children. Of course, today's generation is different, environment is different. At this particular juncture, we cannot behave with the children the way how our elders are used to behave. Things will not come, result will not give. So the children's point of view also responsibilities are there, parents also responsibilities are there. But you don't always think only to become doctor or engineer. No. Right? You think something outside the box. First, you try to discover yourself. What is your strength? What is your strongest point? Your teachers can help you. Your mother, father, friends can tell you what way you are good. Work on it. See that profession, how it will be. So today I have given my children whatever talent you would like to, you are free to go. She will go alone to Delhi by flight. She has gone to Kerala alone, single. I purposely took her Bangalore to by auto, by bus, get down city bus and metro. I make her to travel like that. Not like that, book a taxi, go to particular point and come back. Not like that. Physically, she has to stand on the footpath, take an auto, take a bus, then get into metro, then book a car, then go. Individually, independently, she has to go and come back. We cannot just say she is girl child, know how to take care and all. No, we have to tell them first what is good and bad, leave them independent. Nothing will happen. Teach them very strongly that this is good and this is bad. Tell them this is good and bad, and then give them freedom. Right? See how they'll grow. The sky will be the only limit. So some other day we'll share, because it's also not a time, because it's the lunch time. And thanks for the management authority for inviting us. And last time also they invited, but it could not come. So today, little things we have done. Of course, we may reach to the corporate level student with MBAs and all. Schooling level, we may not reach, but still we'll try to reach the student, because depends upon the target. If the schooling students are there, then we'll prepare only that target and that topic, how to teach them. So we'll train them start from the school going children to corporate executives. But before that, we'll plan it. Of course, here generally I have given my experiences. The children, wish you all the best. Thank you.